Tonight, we're going to check out some oil cans, and a couple of them are super, super early. So we'll give everybody a second to get their notification, let them know that we are on and ready to go before we dig into some of these cans. Been kind of crazy around here. Obviously, we missed Sunday night. My schedule just went completely haywire. Had to make a bonsai run to Kansas City yesterday. Had some stuff pop up. Had to be up there yesterday morning, which kind of worked out okay because Rocky Mountain Race Week Mega Week was in Kansas City yesterday. So at the end of the afternoon, I did actually get out to the track for an hour or two, just long enough to see a few friends. But hey, we got it squeezed in, so it kind of worked out, but it kind of screwed up my whole weekend as far as having everything ready for Sunday night and being ready to leave first thing yesterday morning to run to Kansas City. So sometimes that type of stuff happens, and you just got to kind of work around it. So that's why we missed Sunday. Austin's here with us. So hopefully we'll be back on a somewhat normal schedule next Sunday night. My days are all kind of getting blurred here at this rate. I don't know how many days I've been gone out of the last 30 days, but I bet I've been gone 10 or 12 days out of the last 30 days. There's Kevin L., John Anderson, Peter from Down Under. So Cream City Pete's here. Bill Disk made it. Just like I said, it's just been bananas. My schedule's just been crazy. And still have a few things going on. Hopefully this weekend, it's still kind of up in the air, but we are tentatively still going to try to do Mecum Tulsa this weekend, as well as multiple other things. Rocky Mountain Race Week does wrap up Mega Week Friday in Tulsa. So going to see if I can somehow juggle all that and squeeze all that into about a 48-hour window. Not very smart sometimes right here. So, but, that happens sometimes, but we try to squeeze in as much of this as we can. Obviously, not doing a Rocky Mountain Race Week this year it just didn't work out to try to do the whole thing. That is getting a little crazy right now. If you guys are on Facebook, you might look at the Rocky Mountain Race Week page. Those guys are down in Oklahoma, Noble, supposed to run Noble tomorrow. Tornadoes, crazy weather, and these guys are out there in 9-10 second streetcars driving in the rain. It's been insane, the stuff that's popping up on Facebook. Scott Liggett, Rebel Drivers Garage, hangs out with us on here some. They had to pull under an overpass in the 65 Impala that he drove out here that we've had on some videos. They had to park under an overpass while they watched a tornado cut across in front of them. So it's been kind of bananas. Jeff from Ottawa's here. So anyhow, that's kind of some crazy stuff going on. Appreciate that, Peter. Hey, there's JP. So hopefully that works out. Hopefully we get to Mecum Tulsa this weekend. May see some of you guys there. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, Kevin, if you guys are getting hit as well. And that's kind of part of what I was a little bit concerned about coming down this weekend, depending on what this weather does. But it's been bananas. If you're on Facebook, check out that Rocky Mountain Race Week page. Some of the pictures these guys are posting is insane. It's like, these guys are driving down the road in a 10-second streetcar, making posts like, why are the clouds supposed to be turning above us? So banana stuff. There's Daniel. Hot in San Antonio. It is not hot here. It's in the 50s and rainy and windy here. And obviously right in between us in Oklahoma, it is off the charts as far as crazy weather. And these guys are out there doing it in race cars. So, like I said, hoping to be back Friday to wrap it up. But like I said, we did sneak out to Odessa, Missouri for an hour or two yesterday, just on the east side of Kansas City. And at least got to say hi to a bunch of our friends. And hopefully we'll get to see them all again Friday, as well as catch a little Mecum this weekend. There's not any severe weather right here. It's all about 2 to 3 hours south of us, but it is also heading towards Kevin L. It's heading east. Kevin E. being in eastern Oklahoma, he's kind of right in the path of it. So Austin will be in Odessa next weekend. Is that the C10 show next weekend in Odessa, Austin? So anyway, that's where things have just been kind of bananas. My schedule's been a wreck, but hopefully Sunday night we'll be back on a somewhat normal schedule. As long as we'll see. Hopefully we'll get to Tulsa, and going to try to get by Auburn Court, Duesenberg, catch some Mecum, catch the races, trying to cram an awful lot of stuff into into about a 48-hour window. So we'll see how that works out. But anyway, we're here to check out some stuff tonight. Tonight we're going to do some cans. This is all brand new stuff. It's just been here recently. Have not even cleaned it up yet. So bear with me on that, especially on some of these older cans. I think they will clean up. Have not gotten to them yet. But still thought of some pretty cool stuff. Like I said, a friend of mine just found these for me here recently. So let's check them out. We got a one big one all the way down to a couple of small ones and a couple that are just crazy early with some cool graphics. So let's start off with the more modern, biggest one that we've got here. Now, I actually don't have a problem with these cans because if you're careful with them, they can serve a dual purpose. I actually have some of this size of can in use right now. This is a Pennzoil undercoating can, 15 gallon. Now, a lot of you guys are familiar with this size of a can. This was Pennzoil Pennzguard under automotive undercoating. This is a metal can, and it is 15 gallons. So obviously you can see this is larger. These cans like this, I actually have a few of them here in the shop that I use right now. Right over there, I've actually got a GM can, same size, GM logo on it. I keep my floor dry in it. Now, before I put floor dry in it, I cleaned it up, I waxed it, I'm very careful with it. I don't have it in a high traffic area where I would be bumping into it. But this type of a can, it looks good and it's still usable. You can use it for a trash can. I use one for floor dry, like I said. I just don't like them in a real high traffic area where you're gonna bang into them regularly and tear them up. But they can still be utilized, still look good in the shop, still add to the decor, and have a good use for them. So, the writing is backwards. Okay, we had that last time too. So anyway, that's the more modern one and the largest one we've got. We've got 4 more we're going to squeeze in tonight and check out. This next one is, and this is kind of cool. Yeah, you're right. It does have great colors too. Still full of Rusty Jones. Hey, there's totally VW. I don't know what's in this thing, but it's making a lot of racket. I've got a mud dauber nest in it or what. I think it looks too big to be a gallon. This must be a 10 quart. 10 quart. 10 quarts of all-season heavy-duty motor oil. That's a great idea, John. One of those little roller carts, perfect. I mean, it fits great, works great, and you still use it in the shop, it still looks cool. That's kind of a win-win-win deal by using those 15 gallons for that. This next can is 10 quart, so it's 2.5 gallons of climate-conditioned, all-season, heavy-duty 1030 motor oil. Now, who remembers this? From Gamble's. Gamble's basically a 5 and dime department store from back in the day. This is a metal, house-branded Gamble's oil can. Hey, there's Matt. So I thought that was kind of different. There again, a house-branded piece, something you don't see very often. JP remembers them. Yep. I don't know when they went out of business or if they got bought out. I assume they probably got bought out or rolled into somebody. But something kind of different, something kind of cool. Let's move into some of these smaller ones. And there again, these are dirty. I've not cleaned them up. They have not been here very long. They literally got stacked in the corner when they got here until I got them out to check out tonight. This one, a pressure gun grease, a 1 pound Polarine. Nice looking can. It does have some yellowing. Like I said, I have not washed these. They're still dirty and crusty. These are exactly as found. Crankcase lubrication, different Polarine. So I think this one will clean up fairly well. Like I said, showing them to you in the as-found condition. Now, the last two we've got, these are the early ones. I don't know a lot about these. I don't see a date on them, but they are early. This one, it's banged up a little bit, but this thing I'm guessing is 100, 120 years old. So I guess it's got an excuse to be banged up a little bit. Gold medal cup grease. From the Monarch Manufacturing Company, Council Bluffs, Iowa, Toledo, Ohio. A solid oil adapted for use on all kinds of machinery. Guaranteed superior to any other cup grease in the world. Check this thing out, guys. Council Bluffs, that's where where Austin's at. Original lid. Hey there, Steve. Like I said, this thing is, it may be turn of the last century. There goes the hearts. I don't blame you. There's some pretty good ones. This one and the next can are really great. This one is kind of an odd size. I'm going to go ahead and give you some dimensions on this particular piece. It's about 4.5 by about 4 1/4. So about 4.5 by 4 1/4. Dan remembers Gambles? I bet so. Yeah, I'm going to clean it up a little bit, Bill, because a lot of this is just old dirty oil. You know, some dishwashing liquid and some warm water and careful scrubbing. I think we'll clean it up. I think it will definitely help. But it is an amazing piece. And like I said, it could be turn of the last century. I'm sure it is at least 100 years old. And one more, kind of the same thing, kind of about in the same condition, just a little bit crusty. Horse and buggies and early cars had axle cups, yep. And that's where this one also comes in at. The Velvet Cup grease. Hey, there's Buick Man. Norse's hard oil for lubricating the bearings and other farm machinery. Kansas City, Missouri. Norse. Has the Viking on it. Actually, Vikings all the way around this Norse can. Velvet Cup grease. This Norse can, it's actually 4.5 high, 5.5 in diameter. But there again, this thing is crazy old. Once again, I'm guessing solidly 100 years, maybe a little earlier. On Norse's hard oil velvet cup grease. Yeah, but like I said, I haven't even gotten that far yet. I do need to get some dishwashing liquid, a good soft sponge, slowly work some of this stuff. Just hadn't got there. But I know the other thing about it is sometimes it's also fun to see them in as-found condition. This is exactly as I found them, exactly as I got them. So let's give a quick recap. Hey, there's Big Job. Quick recap for the guys that weren't on right out of the gate. The 15-gallon Pennzoil Pennzguard. Great for floor dried, shop cans, all kinds of cool stuff. Some great suggestions about putting them on rollers. Good pieces to have around the shop. Lanolin brings the color up, okay? Gambles. The 10-quart Gambles climate conditioned extra duty motor oil. The Polarine 1 pound grease can. The Gold Medal cup grease. As well as the Velvet Cup grease from Norse's out of Kansas City, Missouri. Norse's hard oil with all the little Vikings on it. So anyway, that's kind of what I had set out for tonight. We'll hopefully get back into a normal groove here within the next week or two. Like I said, I am going to try to hit the road and try to catch Mecum this weekend, see what's going on down there. They've got a great docket. They got some really good cars coming for Tulsa, some fairly big dollar cars too that they don't always get in Tulsa. But they've got some great stuff coming up there. So hopefully that all works out. Definitely going to keep an eye on that weather. It's pretty crazy in Oklahoma right now as we speak. All of our Race Week friends down there on Mega Week fighting the weather right now. Tornado sirens, tornado warnings, and some real tornadoes. So keeping our fingers crossed, all our friends are staying safe down there. And hopefully get to see all of those guys again later this week. So anyway, we'll get some more content up tomorrow night and Friday night as normal. We may try to bring you some stuff from Mecum Friday night if it works out. And see how if we can get something put together there. Glad you guys enjoyed the cans. Some great comments about the cans tonight. There are some pretty good ones. Glad you guys enjoyed them. So we'll get some more regular content up tomorrow and Friday. Hopefully we'll be on the road and catch a little Mecum action, some Rocky Mountain Race Week action this week, and hopefully see our friends at Auburn Corn Duesenberg as well. Like I said, going to keep a pretty close eye on that weather. Hopefully all that stuff is in Oklahoma right now, moves on out by the weekend. Kevin Al just went under a tornado warning, so it is definitely heading towards eastern Oklahoma. So all you guys down there, definitely be safe, keep an eye on that weather, and get to basements if need be. And we'll keep our fingers crossed that everything goes smooth down there and stays calm the rest of the night. So anyway, we will, I'm going to go ahead and bail off, get a few more things done yet tonight. Apologize for the mix-ups over the last couple Sunday nights. It's just been crazy. Hopefully get back on a normal schedule there and be moving forward. And we'll see how things work out. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Glad you enjoyed the cans. They were some good ones. Have a great week, everybody. We show up to see you all right back here next Sunday night for some Sunday Night Live Chat. Maybe we'll see a few of you at Mecum. Maybe we'll see some of you at Rocky Mountain Race Week this week. Who knows? But have a great week, everybody, and we hope to see you all soon Sunday night. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out on Toy Tuesday tonight.